My name is Roberto Macias. Welcome to Global Hedonism. So we had Mexican music in the intro, have a Mexican themed t-shirt. We're gonna talk tequila today. And when I started planning these videos, I wanted to make one longer video talking about mezcal and tequila and go into a longer video with more details. After doing a short trip to Oaxaca to the mezcal producing regions with mezcal educational tours, link in the description down below, I decided to make it a series. So we're gonna have several videos. We're gonna start talking about tequila, then go into agave plant, and then go into parts of the process. And while I'm talking about tequila and mezcal in particular, a couple of things are also gonna be important considering other spirits, like whiskey, for example. Actually, some of the sources which I use to describe the process are sources which are also part of the whiskey or describe the whiskey production process. Let's start talking tequila. Tequila is very well known. It's popularized in popular culture in the US. It's also very famous through Cinco de Mayo or spring break videos. And what we see most of the time is the shot with the lime. This is what makes tequila most recognizable, or the margarita. Some of you might also know tequila as a more refined drink. Actually, like champagne or cognac, it's also an origin denomination. So tequila must come from the region of Tequila, Mexico, while it can also come about some region in the northeast of Mexico around Tampico. I'm gonna link to the source of the origin denomination in the description down below so you can check it out. Tequila can be quite an interesting drink. Besides coming from Tequila in Jalisco in Mexico and Tampico, it also has to be made 100% with agave tequilana, also known as blue agave. While there's an influence from the agave, the difference between tequilas comes mostly through the production process. And through its increasing popularity, tequila production became quite industrialized. So cooking of the agave plant is mostly done in autoclaves. Distillation is mostly done in very big copper pots. Fermentation quite often done in stainless steel vats. Given its industrialized production, you're not gonna get so much nuances. Most of the time, what they do to make distinctions with the tequila is aging in barrels or different types of barrels, and some modifications of the production process. So sometimes you can find tequila which is done with agave which wasn't cooked in an industrial autoclave, but this is more rare. What you're gonna find is three main denominations. You're gonna find the joven, reposado, añejo, and more rare denomination which is the extra añejo. Now, for everyone who doesn't get their tequila in Mexico, there's also the English names for this denomination, which is the silver for the joven, gold instead of the oro, which is a particular denomination where it doesn't have to be aged, can be blended with some other older tequilas, or just by the addition of some caramel color. Instead of reposado, in English you're going to find the aged tequila, and to get this denomination, the tequila has to be aged for at least 3 months in wooden barrels. An añejo tequila is going to be known as extra aged, and this has to be in wooden barrels with a size no larger than 600 liters per barrel for at least 1 year. And finally, what we call the extra añejo, and is translated as ultra aged, has to be for at least 2 years in wooden barrels of no more than 600 liters. Now, some of the newest trends include the aging of the tequila in barrels which have been used for sherry or port wine, and this adds to the body of the tequila because of the addition of the lactic acid which is settled in the barrels. This also adds some of the, let's say, caramel and vanilla notes, for example, of a sherry barrel. Now, you might have noticed the title is called Death to the Tequila Shot. The reason for that is the most popular way of drinking tequila straight is in a tequila shot. There's several problems with this glass. For one, you cannot really smell the drink because there's no surface area for it to get air, and whatever happens to evaporate or whatever comes in contact with air just blown away. You have no place to keep it. So I would recommend you take it like a whiskey in a small goblet, and it should have, a normal tequila should have around 38 to 53% alcohol according to the denomination. This is gonna be 76 to 102 proof. Now, what I would recommend is for you to pour the tequila, drink it straight. Don't add any ice, don't cool it down. Room temperature is perfect. Maybe even grab the goblet with your hand as opposed with wine, so you can get some temperature into it, some more evaporation. Also get your nose into the glass and smell it and enjoy it. So SciShow made an episode, which I'm gonna link on down below, on why you should add some drops of water to your whiskey, and the same applies for any distillates or spirits. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the short episode on tequila. We're gonna come back on the next one, talk about the plant, about the agave. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode.